when I make music sometimes, and I put myself in like city girl terms.
Exactly.
When I'm writing, I'll be like, okay, what would a city girl say on this song?
Right.
At the time, I'll be like, damn, sometimes I'm not in that situation no more, or I don't have to.
So you're writing from, like you said,
a perspective. Like, I always try to write from what another girl would think, or what another girl would feel like. Like, I always like to pop it for other women. Like, bitch, I'm writing this for all of us at the same time. Not only personally for me, but for everybody.
Oh man, so I seen this video pop up and it made me think about the city girls versus the women that they influence. And fellas, we are not off the line. I'm gonna touch in with us later. But first thing first, Carisha, Young Miami, she was on $1 million worth of game, and it refers to this viral list that came out of about a week or two ago that listed places that women did not want to go on their first dates. It's caused a lot of controversy, and I've been seeing how some ladies have been reacting, but I know a lot of folks will be surprised that a city girl, Young Miami, will react just like this, and it made me think about doing this video, so let's tap into this. So this was Young Miami's response when she got asked this question by Wallow.
She got a lot of paper herself, but I'm pretty sure she's from the hood, so it's a lot of places that I believe, me and Gil made a bet, it's places I believe that was on that list. You seen that list, and they was capping.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going wherever my nigga going. And that's just that.
So you going to Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah.
You going to Applebee's?
I'm going to Applebee's.
Chili's?
Chili's.
Chipotle?
Yeah, wherever he going.
See, that's what I'm
going
talking about.
wherever he going. I don't give a fuck if we go to the party. I'm gonna feel like I'm on a field day, like I'm with my nigga. That's all that matters.
See, this is what I'm talking
I ain't
about.
into all that other shit. Is just noise to me. Like, if you with your nigga and y'all rocking and he want to go to the Cheesecake Factory, then I need to look up and see what I like on the Cheesecake Factory menu.
See? This one motherfucker that got some paper.
Got some real paper. A winner out here that's not capping and none of that. Got her own paper.
You know what I'm saying?
You understand me?
Because when I seen the list, I was fucked up. Because you know I love me some fucking IHOP pancakes.
Yes, she did.
I ain't gonna lie, I like the mozzarella sticks too.
And I'm a motherfucking 10-piece boneless chicken man from motherfucking Buffalo Wild Wings. With the honey barbecue on the side, fried hard. That's me. So, shit, you know my motherfucking wife, you better figure out what you like, baby. You know, we can go to Ocean Prime, and we can go to Buffalo fucking Wild Wings.
Yeah, I feel like, what's wrong with that?
All right, so say what you want to say about Carisha, but it's a reason why I didn't keep her around. I think it's because she has a strong level of agreeableness when it comes to her. But back to the main point, man. We talking about that little list, dog. When I first seen the list, I'm like, okay, some of these places I wouldn't want to go on my own. But I did see a lot of ladies that did agree with Carisha. They was on some same type of time. But that doesn't mean that there weren't any that didn't agree with her, bro. So Pastor Mike Ty visited the Breakfast Club when he had a conversation with one of the producers over there named Taylor. And it was really interesting. Check this out. Once again, city girls versus the women that they influence.
This morning they said a man can't take me to Applebee's, can't take me to IHOP.
I'm 32 years old.
Hold on. What if he's responsible? And
That's
what if
great.
he's getting to know you?
Yes.
So if you didn't get to know me, don't take me to Applebee's then.
Because
In
Applebee's
New York,
says what? What does Applebee's say about
to me, it seems like you weren't trying to be creative and think of a nice spot other than Applebee's. You're taking to a chain restaurant.
But so you don't eat at chain restaurant?
On a first date.
Hold on. Oh, we need a whole nother segment, guys. Okay, you need to get my first book called Relationship Goals. And you got to rip up your list, because Applebee's...
Why? I'm 32 years old. Why are we still going? We're not in college no more.
But you're still single.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you is, there may be... I'm just saying to the pastor. What I'm saying to you is, maybe what you're looking for is at Applebee's. Because usually the greatest things are in packages you didn't want. Like, I just want you to say, if, I'm just telling you, like, if at the end of the day, like, it was everything else you wanted, he didn't cheat on you, he was integrous, and he just loved Applebee's, you might have cut off your blessing before it even started.
I told her all of this. When the pastor and the first lady said, it's a whole different thing.
Guess what? When the pastor and the first lady's here, you want to apologize to me first.
I think y'all need therapy.
All right, so look at the difference in between the agreeableness versus someone who just has to have things go a specific type of way rather than being flexible, especially if you are going on a date to meet a guy or get to know a guy. Why does the location matter that much? Of course, you don't want to be taking no trash place, no hole in the wall. Of course. But all those qualifiers are crazy. But with the city girls coming in and initially seeming so normal and relatable, their music featured modern day fairy tale themes with regular chicks being courted by rich men and their lives changing. Now with social media being used to promote these characters, it blurred the lines between fantasy and reality. Rap is hyperbolic and braggadocious in nature, so the city girls frequently rapped by placing expectations for men to spoil them with lavish gifts for access to their time or their WAP. This ignited the cultural city girl movement where some impressionable ladies adapted these principles in real life. It's not much different than men listening to Jeezy or Jay-Z and wanting to try their hand at selling drugs. The only difference is these expectations are being placed on the men and not the women. It makes the ladies feel comfortable to create these unrealistic standards when they are the ones who have to reach them, in comparison to the men who realize that being Mr. 17.5 is a very tall task. But since the ladies aren't doing much but saying gimme, 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 it's easy for them to shame the men who aren't able to provide them with a lifestyle that lives up to social media standards, especially when they see other ladies being spoiled by their dudes on social media. It makes it easy for a lady to say, well, Lashes by Keisha is always getting gifts from her man and he's invested in her business, but mine isn't doing the same. I need to leave him and go and find my king to treat me how I deserve to be treated. See, the thing is, as an individual, many men and women are doing fine and make enough money to sustain themselves and have typical dating lives. But when a man has to not only provide the basics, but is also required to supplement a lavish lifestyle as well, that's when some ladies are hit with the reality and realize that the majority of men aren't willing to do that if they aren't truly financially comfortable. Which leads to this dope clip from my brother Alan over at We Need to Talk.
Because a lot of the complaints I hear from women, especially, younger women, is, I'm ready to settle down, I'm ready to commit, and he's not. He's still trying to be a fuckboy. I've been guilty of that in my day.
No. Really?
But the thing is, we have to understand, I'm racing against a financial clock, you're racing against a biological clock. So you ready to be settled down by 25, 24 even. Shit, if we being real, 16. Biologically speaking.
The devil is a liar.
But
Child, I ain't 30. Oh.
But for most men, our clock is based on, can I pay a mortgage? Can I support a wife and 2 children? Can I support 2 car payments? Can I support insurance and things like that? And for most of us, we're not going to get there till 35. Early. 30 early. And this is if he's a tech bro and things like that.
Right.
So yeah, we're not as enthusiastic about y'all like jumping into that with y'all. But the unfortunate thing about it is when he's ready, you might not be able to pop kids out no more. So that timeline. Exactly. That's where that tension is. And he might now be looking at, let's say he's 35, he might not be looking at a 30-year-old. Whereas he wasted your time or he let you go, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And it's the unfortunate reality. And I'm still trying to figure out what the solution is because I'm not hugely on like huge age gap relationships.
Yeah.
But I think that's some of the miscommunication between niggas ain't shit and women is rushing us and things like that.
Shout out to my boy. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to him over there, man. But see, even though Young Miami's accent makes her seem a little delayed, she still understands that she's playing a character. Yeah, she's dating a billionaire, but sometimes her true nature slips out.
A lot of women out here, they always talk about getting the bag, but what is the importance of establishing your own bag?
Like, ain't nothing like your own bag. Ain't nothing like being able to do what you want to do. Like, ain't nothing like waking up in your house and you can go buy that bag your own self. You could go buy your own car. You could pay your own bills. You ain't got to worry about a nigga for shit. Sometimes I don't even want to answer my phone for a nigga, and that feel good because I got it. I got me. I got me, I got my kids, I got my family. Like, that's important. Like, it's good to have a nigga. It's good to have some support, but it's also good to have you because at the end of the day, you all you got when you fall back, when you fall down, like you all you got to pick yourself back up. You came in this world by yourself. Like, you should want to be able to take care of yourself and not depend on nobody. Like, being stability is like so important. That's freedom.
That's why I hate when I hear a woman tell me, I need a real man, a provider, somebody that's gonna take care of me, somebody
Like,
that handle everything for me. So what the fuck you do?
Freedom is being able to take care of yourself. Peace.
Say that again.
freedom is being able to take care of yourself. That's the real peace. When you in your house by yourself, your refrigerator full, you can lay down, watch your Netflix, like off of your own money. That's freedom. That's peace. Like, you ain't got to worry about no nigga. He ain't got it. You got to probably fuck. You don't feel like it. Like,
All right, too. That ain't freedom for us. You being at your own spot with your fucking refrigerator full. That we gonna be at the same fucking spot.
Why?
Been there for 27 years.
He talking about his wife.
I'm talking about two. You don't take this advice.
Nah, I would swear like
no, Too's got freedom though, cause Toot worked for Marvel. Matter of fact, she got a Marvel movie about to come out in next month. She does the makeup on Marvel movies, so
financial freedom.
Yeah, she got financial freedom. If she wanted to up and leave, she could roll.
And don't forget when she occasionally looks beyond the situationship with Diddy, hoping for more of a traditional union. She's revealed a lot of her character flaws over time, but even though she may not be a scholar, she has the ability to reason when it counts, and that's led to her success as a modern day entertainer. But should she be blamed for the role that she plays when she clocks into work, influencing young women to adapt these unrealistic expectations from men? Or should her audience adapt to the same ability to separate entertainment from reality?
When I make music sometimes, and I put myself in like city girl terms.
Exactly.
When I'm writing, I be like, okay, what would a city girl say on this song?
Right.
At the time, I be like, damn, sometimes I'm not in that situation no more, or I don't have to.
So you're writing from, like you said,
a perspective. Like, I always try to write from what another girl would think, or what another girl would feel like. Like, I always like to pop it for other women. Like, bitch, I'm writing this for all of us at the same time. Not only personally for me, but for everybody.
When are we as people going to start promoting more multi-dimensional ways of thinking? Or at least stop letting degenerate caricatures of black folks lead our ethnic image? Personalities like the City Girls become less damaging when artists like Rhapsody, Her, or Coco Jones receive an equal amount of attention. In today's time, the characters like Sukiyana or Sexy Red get the most attention on blogs when 15 years ago they were just sideshows or underground artists. You're going to be shocked to hear this, but that's the result of the lack of effective programming from television and radio, as the blogs are creating more stars today than your prototypical TV network. But these labels are trying, though. I ain't gonna lie, they trying. I saw like Rhapsody's new single. I seen it being promoted across several blogs that you usually see your typical ratchet content from. But of course, it didn't receive much engagement. And this is why I always tend to blame consumers more than businesses in these cases. The most you can do is put this shit on the menu, but you can't force the customers to select it. But as I said, fellas, we are not exempt. We also fall victim to the lifestyles portrayed in music, and I believe the influence is worse than it's ever been before. So many kids are on heavy drugs, not just weed, but heavy shit, bruh. Being depressed is a fad, and everybody wants to have ops. Many young black men are incentivized to disrespect other young black men to the point of agitating them until it leads to bloodshed. And get this, bruh. It's all for no other reason than pride and bragging rights. At least pre-war in Chirac days, many beefs were over money. Girls may have gotten involved, but ultimately, money was a motivating factor that caused these beefs. But one of the most captivating stories the past 15 years has been the war in Chirac, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember hearing one story of these dudes hustling and getting bread. No stories about any stash houses getting robbed, no nothing. All I hear is about dudes hanging around and avenging the deaths of their friends. The most I hear about any robberies is they own their friends taking their damn guns. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to promote drug dealing, but I'm highlighting that they're essentially taking other black men's lives for leisure. They don't gain anything but respect and a target on their back. No offense, but it's a lot of gangster bum activity. But as I said, many of the artists that make the music that these dudes are doing drills to aren't in support of the way that some of their fans choose to live their lives. Pete 21 Savage on this podcast, bruh.
It's zero, like, I ain't got nothing but my dick and my gun.
Go get a job, nigga. Don't be too gangster to goddamn feed your family.
Facts.
Niggas goddamn be, it's just like it's a thin line between being a fuck nigga and a player. It's a thin line between a gangster and an idiot. Don't be no idiot. You ain't got no money, you ain't got no hope, no way to do nothing. Go fill out a fucking application and go to job and work, bro.
Yeah.
You can still smoke weed when you get out work. You can hang on the block with your gun or whatever the hell you want to do.
Go
get out work. Go get you a job, bro.
Get out the clock.
And feed your family, bro. Straight up. Don't be too gangster to where you a starve. Gangsters ain't trying to starve, bro. Hell no. Gangsters trying to eat and feed the kids and mama and them. For real, don't be no idiot. A lot of these niggas ain't gangster, they just idiots. And by them being dumb, it make them think they crazy. You ain't crazy. You just stupid, bro. You ain't crazy, bro.
Nice.
For real, you just dumb. You ain't no gangster, bro. You just slow. Real shit. Niggas be getting that shit twisted, bro.
So just as the city girls and their fans have like a separate reality, 21 Savage had to address his fans for thinking that they may be too gangster for their own reality. So despite making music about these things, these artists are smart enough to go ahead and make the right decisions once the rubber hit the road. Some people may want to call these folks some hypocrites, and I understand if you want to do that. I get it. But me personally, I just look at them as entertainers. And some entertainers go further from the reality to go ahead and get the bag than others. But what should we do with this information? Well, you can do nothing at all, or you could take this as a challenge to exercise discretion, willpower, and discernment. I believe that we all have the power to just look at his music for entertainment purposes only, even if you don't listen to it. People credit these artists for being detrimental to our community, but I disagree. I think their art is a reflection of a portion of our community. It doesn't reflect the majority of us, and it doesn't influence the majority of us. But the minority that it does influence or reflect is enough of an eyesore to catch our attention and having us looking with a screw face, the what the fuck face, at what these people are doing and what these people are thinking, and many more stuff. But when it comes to me, dog, I just left the gym, man. I was in the gym about 2 hours listening to 21 Savage as he continuously slid on his ops. And then I was done and came right back to my civilian life. And I don't find that no different than a Caucasian white collar worker who's in a gym today blasting some demonic heavy metal music and going back to his life. Shit, his ass probably listening to 21 Savage too. If you go to his concerts, then you understand what I'm talking about. But I'm a firm believer in duality, and I pride myself in understanding many different perspectives but not letting it affect me personally. It just helps my temperament, and I barely get upset when I come across people with different perspectives or when they're doing something that I don't agree with. If necessary, I offer my criticism with the intent for growth, but then I just keep it pushing. But that's just me personally, and I'm not saying that everybody has to be like me. That ain't it. Like I said, I understand all perspectives, so I'm interested in hearing your perspective in the comment section below. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.